Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in, then you are aware that Frosk has been let go from the reiteration of G4, and rightfully so. You look back at this tweet, I survived, and you can't help but laugh about it. Yeah, you survived the initial firings and layoffs, but you didn't survive long. And it's honestly this right here, I survived, which probably got you fired in the first place. Yeah, the rant basically just snowballed into the failure of G4 even more than it already was. It came back and it just wasn't good, nothing like it used to be. But then, you go on that rant and you basically say, oh, Olivia Munn and Morgan Webb, they weren't there for your viewing pleasure. But it's like, yeah, you shouldn't think that way, but that's literally what G4 said. That was the whole reason they were there. And they had great personalities and stuff. I loved Morgan Webb, I loved Olivia Munn. But honestly, that's what G4 said, is that's what they were there for. And you ain't gonna get on here and you basically just, disrespect every single one of your viewers. You lost so many of your fans and followers, G4, when this rant was allowed to be put on the internet and online and, on TV and stuff like that. And not only that, but I recently, today, looked it up, and apparently Kevin Pereira left G4, which, honestly, Kevin Pereira was my favorite to watch back in the day, and I was excited that he came back. I used to watch all of his stuff after G4 failed, and, like his pointless podcasts and stuff like that, and it was a good watch and good listen and stuff like that. But now that he's left, it's just like I honestly just don't have any reason to tune in to Attack of the Show anymore. I don't care about any of the new hosts. I like the completionist on XPlay, but I prefer his completionist YouTube videos. I don't really care for him on XPlay. I know I worded that weird, but yeah. So Frosk, XPlay host Frosk, out at G4 a week after layoffs. A week, only 1 week. A week after big layoffs rocked the network. It rocked it. Kotaku has learned that XPlay host Indiana Froskerin Black is no longer with G4. Fired. Canned. Comcast G4 parent company bought out the remainder of her contract, according to two sources familiar with the business. So she was fired. The news was announced internally by head of the network, Joe Marsh, in a town hall meeting on Tuesday morning. Thank you so much at G4 TV and the talented XPlay esports departments, Black wrote on Twitter today. Loved working with you guys. Gonna especially miss Gex. Black was one of the main hosts of XPlay alongside Gerard the Completionist Kali, Corey the Black Hokage Smallwood, and Adam Sessler. Adam Sessler. The guy sitting on his little TV, hiding away in his home, just clapping away, because he's afraid to get canceled. The host of the original version of the gaming talk show during its cable TV run in the 2000s, Sessler stepped back from the program earlier this year to address family medical issues. Black came to G4 from the League of Legends esports scene, where she was a color commentator. In addition to discussing the latest news and helping review games, Black was also occasionally outspoken, especially on the misogynistic comments and harassment often leveled at the more diverse reboot of the network, including her personally. In a January episode, she called out the sexist expectations and double standards. You're gonna have to bear with me. I got this light in my eyes, and I've only been awake for like an hour, and I haven't had my coffee. So if I say words wrong, then just complain about it. I don't know. Expectations and double standards of some G4 viewers in a speech that co-host Adam Sessler called one of the most amazing things I've ever been a part of on live TV. Come on. Really, Adam Sessler? That was one of the most amazing things you've ever been a part of? I get it, sexism is bad and stuff like that, but how could that be the most amazing thing you've ever been a part of? It literally is just speedballing your fucking company, well, not your company, but the company you're a part of, further into the hole that y'all have dug. You just keep digging deeper and deeper into this hole, you ain't going to be able to get out of it. You lost most of your fans. Nobody really cares anymore. Two sources Kotaku spoke with speculate that the timing of the decision may have been related to a September 15th tweet in which Black posted a meme saying, "I survived. Yeah, I survived. Y'all didn't, but I did. No, you didn't. You didn't survive." It was likely aimed at those who had celebrated the G4 layoffs, hoping that Black would be among them, but was also interpreted by many as a tone deaf in the wake of so many losing their jobs at the network just the day before. G4 and Black did not immediately respond to a request for a comment. Black's departure seems far from the only likely Black's departure seems far from the only likely shakeup coming, as G4 faces financial pressure to increase revenue while cutting costs. 3 sources familiar with the business tell Kotaku they expect a bigger focus on low-budget, personality-led Twitch streams instead of more highly produced talk shows and sketch comedy segments. But what's the point then? That's like the main reason people tuned in to G4 was because of the sketch comedy segments and stuff like that. If I wanted to just watch Twitch streams, I'd go to Twitch. I don't tune in to G4 because I want to watch Twitch streams. That makes no sense. According to one source, Kevin Pereira, the co-host of Attack of the Show, is also set to leave G4 sometime in October, which clearly that didn't happen because as I looked up today, apparently last episode of Attack of the Show was his send-off, and he's not a part of Attack of the Show anymore. Which I get that, like, he was only coming back for a short amount of time so he could, like, help the new host and stuff, get their bearings and stuff. He was, like, going to lead them in, and then he was going to leave, which I understand that, but it's like, I don't like any of the new hosts. I don't care about any of them. I tune into Attack of the Show for Kevin Pereira and, of course, Olivia Munn, but, it's sad she didn't come back, but we still got Kevin Pereira. Now he's leaving. Why would I want to watch it? What would make me want to watch Attack of the Show anymore if Kevin Pereira ain't there? That's a funny dude. He's funny on TV. Love watching him. Anytime he's on Attack of the Show, it was a great time to watch. And he wasn't on every episode of the new iteration of Attack of the Show. And I didn't watch those episodes. Because I don't like any of the newer hosts. They bore me. Sometimes they can have funny, sentences and stuff like that, but not 3 hours worth. I ain't sitting through 3 hours worth of their boring ass commentary and just stale jokes. I ain't doing it. Pereira did not immediately respond to a request for comment, probably because he was already planning on leaving in the next episode. Right there. Thank you, Ad Attack. 9:22:22, 10:37 a.m. ET. Pereira confirmed his departure on the most recent episode of Attack of the Show last night. "This has been in motion for a long time," he said during the episode. "I know there's been some wacky events in the ether as of late, but months and months and months back, this time was sort of decided. The show's going dark for 2 weeks and coming back. I won't be here. Sorry." I wish you the best, Kevin Pereira. I hope you, go on to greener pastures and stuff like that. And, you seem to do amazing after the original fall of G4, so I hope you yet again, succeed and do well. You seem like a really nice dude, and I love your content. It really sucks seeing you go, because now I don't want to watch Attack of the Show, and that rhymed. One of the most high-profile hosts of the original G4 run, Pereira said his intention was always just to help the relaunch get on its feet before moving on to other pursuits. Well, all right.
Even though you'll be back, and you'll have your name on security clearance.
I don't have my sound on.
Can we get?
But basically, in the video, you can watch it on YouTube. They put him in like a throne, and he's got a crown on, and they're like, "Bye, Kevin. We're gonna miss you. You're the king." Blah blah blah, which is true, and everybody's gonna miss him because, including them, because nobody's gonna watch anymore, and that's just how it's gonna be. So Frosk gets fired. Kevin Pereira leaves. Blair Herter, he left. He was like one of the executives or presidents or whatever, who was also in the original G4. Now all these people are jumping ship and getting fired and leaving. Who do they have? Who do they have? This guy right here, he's kind of funny occasionally. And I think this guy right here, he's okay, He's got that like monotone, like boring, just kind of humor that's funny. Yeah, see, putting on the crown. He's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm the king. Okay, now I'm embarrassed. And then he gets up and walks away and says bye. That's the whole thing. But anyway, maybe a day or two late to the party. It sucks. It sucks Kevin Pereira's leaving. Doesn't suck that Frost got fired. She got what was coming to her. You know, you don't slam your fans. You just don't attack your fans. You go on Twitter. Just go on Twitter, you know, make a rant. Do it somewhere else. Don't aim it at the people who are watching your show, helping you succeed, because that's just, you're set for failure. You do that. And as y'all can see, G4 is going straight down. I don't see them digging themselves out of this hole at all. Just doesn't seem possible. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. You know, it's really sad. It's really sad that this happened. You know, the rant wasn't necessary. That's what chats do, you know. Like I'm pretty sure if this video gets any traction, I'm gonna have a bunch of people in the chat just talking mad smack. That's what the internet is. It's just people talking crap all the time, non-stop. You can't take that personally. You see what happens when you take that personally. I survived. Let's see. Thank you so much to G4 TV and the talented X-Play and Esports departments. Loved working with you guys. Gonna especially miss Gex. And then, let's look. Yeah. I survived. G4 management. I'll take tweets that didn't age well for 1,000, Alex. I love these. These are funny. And it ain't got nothing to do, you know, with her being a woman or anything like that. It all has to do with this right here. The I survived and the rant. And they shouldn't have deleted all the tweets and stuff. And they just shouldn't have done that. They should have addressed it. She should have got let go right around that time. There's just things you talk about and there's things you don't talk about. And I get it. Stuff like that should be addressed. It should. But when you're addressing it to the people who are watching your show and allowing you to do what you want to do on TV, and you lose all those people, then you lose your show. Yeah, that's the reality of it. But anyway, just a little rant for today about the whole G4, you know, everything going on. Just wanted to let y'all in. I'm sure you're already aware because I'm a couple days late. But I'm Alex. Thank you for tuning in to Shirley Network. And if you like rants like these, it's my first time really doing one in my little setup here with my green screen. I'll do more of them. I kind of had fun talking about this. So like, comment, subscribe if you made it this far. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.